Everyone, it's Miss Samantha here, and for today's English lesson, we're all going to be creating an onomatopoeia poem. Before we jump into our main activity or main explanation, I'd just like to remind everybody what you mean by onomatopoeia. So as you can remember, we've learned this before. An onomatopoeia is equal to sounds. So whatever sounds you hear, that's onomatopoeia. For example, the sound of the bird is tweet. The sound of a cat is meow. And the sound of a dog is bark. So all these sounds are an example of onomatopoeia. Doesn't necessarily mean that you focus on animals. You can also look at the sounds that some things make. So for example, a bell dings and a door slams. Sometimes Superman whoosh. So all these wow words, or the words that you might think could be a sound of an object or of an animal, means they are an onomatopoeia. Now, in creating an onomatopoeia poem, we're going to look at writing it really carefully. So before, we were just writing individual sentences. So we'd say, number 1, BAM says Superman, or BAM says Batman, in different kinds of sentences. In onomatopoeia poems, we're going to put all these ideas together to create one beautiful onomatopoeia poem. So this is an example of an onomatopoeia poem. It's simple, it's just like storytelling, but instead of using lots and lots of just adjectives and adverbs, we're going to throw in some sounds. If you look here, it says,
"Ah!" scream the kids as they play. "Stomp, stomp, go the feet tumbling down the path. Bang! Go the kids hitting the pole. Kids kicking soccer balls. Kick, kick, kick. Buzz, go the bees. Swish, goes the ball into the hoop. Tweet, screeches the whistle. Time to go inside."
So this is an example of onomatopoeia poem. Instead of just writing individual sentences, we are putting them together using one thought. And this poem is all about the noisy recess. So here are some more examples of some onomatopoeia sounds that you can use in your poem writing. Click, buzz, pop, roar. Now this video includes the entire PowerPoint presentation that I normally present in front of everyone during my live lesson. So if you would like to watch, go ahead and just stay on the video. But if you would like to just take a screenshot of what we're doing today's activity, you can just pause the video when I start talking about it. There's 2 available tasks that I created. So you can either choose task 1 or task 2. It's entirely up to you. So here's a picture that you can screenshot. So this is the noisy recess. You're just going to complete the poem. As you can see, there are some boxes in there that you can fill with your own sound. So something scream the kids as they play. Originally, it says, ah! So for your side, you can just say, it's entirely up to you. So just fill that out and then post it on Class Dojo when you're done. Or if you want a little bit more challenge, you can create your own onomatopoeia poem. So in task 2, I just inserted an example of a different poem. This one is called The Game. This one is written by Natasha Naimi. Alright? So you can obviously create your own poem if you're like a little bit more challenge, but if not, you can always go ahead and start task 1. So for those children who are interested in watching the entire video of the PowerPoint, please keep watching, and if you'd like to go ahead and start with your activity, which you're allotted to do for 15 minutes, go ahead and do that. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of your wonderful works on Class Dojo. I hope this helps, I hope this is informative, and I hope you've learned something. Bye everyone!
Hi everyone, so before we start the PowerPoint presentation, I'd just like to guide you to where you can find it. So go on Teams, click English channel over here, and then click Files. And you should see week 6. So this is our second lesson of English. So this is an onomatopoeia poem, so just make sure to click that and download it if you'd like to save it before we start our lesson. Thank you. Children, okay, so here's our learning objective. This is our PowerPoint presentation. Our learning objective is to create an onomatopoeia poem, as you can see right over here. Okay, now we have our 3 success criteria. If you could read that with me, that would be nice. Okay, so let's start from the bottom one, which is the purple. So, my turn, your turn, okay? I can define what an onomatopoeia poem is. Okay, good job. Next one.
The second one is I can produce word sound. Off we go. Well done. And the last one is I can use my knowledge to create an onomatopoeia poem. So we have our three keywords today. It's simile, poem, like, and as. So if you could just get your English yellow books and write the date today, it's the 27th of April, so 27.04.20, and the title of this is Onomatopoeia Poem. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so here's our starter. Look at the pictures over here and try to identify the sound that these animals make. So over here, we've got a dog, we've got an elephant, and we've got a cat. So what I'd like you to do is to write down the sounds of these animals on a piece of paper or on your notebook. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about it and another 10 seconds to write. Okay, hope that's done. All right, so let's talk about the sound that the dog makes. So the dog makes the sounds ow or arf, depending on the dog that you have. The elephant, I'm not so sure about the elephant. What do you think? What do you think the sound of the elephant is? It comes from their trunk, doesn't it? And for the cat, they create the sound meow. Well done. Okay. So I hope you wrote that down. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so this poem is called The Noisy Recess. Now what you notice in the sentences or phrases in the poem. So look at the beginning of it. Look at these first word and these two first words again. The first words over here, the last words over here, and this one. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to think about the things that you notice on this poem. Okay, that's correct. All these words are sounds, and that's what you mean by onomatopoeia. And over here, instead of just writing different sentences about anything, all these phrases together and sentences together are under one topic or title called The Noisy Recess, and that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so on this slide there are some sounds that you can see on the screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it and you on the other hand will say the sound that it makes. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of my turn, your turn reading with the sound. Okay, click, your turn. Well done. Buzz, your turn. Good. Pop. Very good. Roar. Another one. Roar. Well done. Hiccup. Hiccup. Thank you. Whoosh. Whoosh. Well done, children. So these are some of the sounds that you can use in your writing today. So over this slide, we're just going to discuss and talk about every single onomatopoeia that we can see, okay? So let's look at the first line over here. What do you think is the onomatopoeia sound over here? Can you circle it or can you write it down? That's right. So it's ah. Number 2. Which one is it? Go. Write it down or say it out loud. 3, 2, 1. That's good. It's stomp, stomp. Number 3. Off you go. That's right. It's bang. That's the sound over there. What about line number 4? That's correct. We've got kick, kick, kick. Number 5. We've got buzz. Well done. Number 6. We've got swish. Well done. And the last one. What is it? That's correct. It's tweet. Screeches the whistle. All right. Well done. Let's go on to the next slide. So
So here's your main task for today. Over here it says complete the poem below. So this is exactly the same as this one, but you can go ahead and change the words. So instead of saying which have been done in the previous slide, what you can write is say, whoa! So Miss Samantha's going to try and write that over here. Whoa! With an exclamation mark. Scream the kids as they play. What's the next one? Stomp, stomp. So go and think of a verb that fits or that is similar to stomp. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to make like a silly sound over here. I'm going to write boogsh, boogsh, because that kind of sounds like a stomp, right? So I'm going to make up my own sound, boogsh. So that's what I hear. Boogsh, go the feet tumbling down. So that's what you're going to do for the rest of this. So when you do this, don't just write the words or the sounds. Write the complete poem and write it beautifully on your yellow books. So this is quite easy. If you like a little bit more challenging work, you can make your own onomatopoeia poem. An example is this one. It's called The Game. So you can talk about anything that interests you. For example, you like to write about your holiday. So you can write about your holiday. Or maybe you'd like to write about your first Ramadan day or first iftar. Or you can either write about like a playtime in school that you really love. So you can go ahead and write about that too. And notice how there are so many sounds that's been used over here. We have clap, stomp, swish, yahoo, bounce, 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 and swish. So these are the sounds that this person, her name is Natasha, these are the sounds that she wrote and used for this poem. Okay, so children, so now that the explanation is done, I'm going to give you 15 minutes to complete this activity. It shouldn't take more than that. It should be just fast and easy. And as soon as you're done, just take a picture of your work and upload it on Class Dojo. If you have any questions, just pop me a message on Class Dojo and I'll answer them very, very shortly. Alright? So as soon as you're done, you're going to share. Okay, so this is for our live session, but unfortunately we don't have it today because of our timetable. So what you're going to do is just, if you'd like to do it, just take a video of yourself and ask an adult to help you record you, or you can just pick up your phone, start recording a video, and upload it on Class Dojo, reading the poem that you made, because I'd love to see that. Alright children, I hope this helps and I hope this is clear. Let me know if you have any questions and I'm excited to see your work. Bye!